You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening on a chilly Wednesday morning. How you doing, Dan?
I'm not going to lie, I'm on my deathbed, John.
I say you sound like you're a little raspy today.
Yeah, but
I've had that going on too. And my beautiful bride over here is a little frozen. You keep moving. Are you going to figure out where you want to be?
Don't like these bars.
That's the microphone holder.
These bars, you mean these mic booms? These
I don't
bars?
like them. They're in my way.
Scoot back here. I'll put you where you were before. Go right. Is that good over there?
Yes,
There
thank
you
you.
go. Hey, I can see you.
Wow.
She was telling me earlier she liked it there so she could see me. I didn't think she wanted to see me anymore, considering we're not friends on Facebook anymore.
Which reminds me, by the way, I just took a shot the other day.
Yeah, I saw this.
Sent a friend request to Heidi because, as you know, I got put in timeout too, thanks to you, John.
Sorry, Dan. You gotta hang out with better people.
She accepted my friend request.
She did.
Then
Made
she
the notation, yeah, you can stay as long as you behave yourself.
She also, Dan, she sent me a friend request, and then I posted on yours that she's begging me to be her friend, and she unsent the friend request.
Now, what do you think you're dealing with here, John?
I'm just having
I'm
fun.
not messing around, boys.
Yeah. Here, it's all fun and games till Heidi's involved. No.
No.
Well,
Again, all I can think is when we go before the judge and I have to choose who I'm going to go with between you two.
Pick me. We'll have, like, beef jerky and trail mix on mine. I don't know what she's going to have. By the way, it is cold outside, so for those of you who are trying to decide whether or not to leave the house, don't. Just stay home.
And also later on this morning, I have a list of the top 10 cities in the country that are the coldest.
All right.
Coldest.
We'll find out if we're on that list. Also, manly men doing manly things and some entertainment news of the day. It's all on the way on the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Excuse me, haven't I seen you on the MTV?
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for manly men doing manly things in a manly fashion. We have Dan Farris, our resident manly man, to tell us a little something that we don't know right now.
Yeah, I got to tell you what, you want to man up, just give me a call. And I'd give you my number, but I'm completely lying about that. Do not give me a call.
Do not give me a call.
Ride a horse, John.
I've
Ride
done
a
this.
horse. Guys should know how to ride a horse.
And to look manly while doing it. It's one thing to climb on a horse, but when you're trying to side saddle it or whatever.
We were out in the Black Hills. This has been it's probably 10 years ago, I suppose, at least. And our daughter wanted to ride a horse in the worst possible way. So we go to this place, and they make you wear a helmet now, which I don't think is a bad idea. But it just looks a lot different.
You can't ride a horse with
It looks
a
a
helmet.
lot, so there, and a lot of these are younger people. And our son now is 22, so he was probably 12, maybe 13, whatever at the time, and has always been, since about that time, gotten really, really tall, all in the legs. So he gets on this horse, and they're all little horses because it's for kids, and his legs were hanging down, almost dragging on the ground.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of POAs, or Ponies of America.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and they will not get above like 14 and a half hands high.
Yeah.
They're full-grown horses. They're just a smaller breed, actually.
They were adorable. And our daughter was smiling. She had the biggest smile ever. And then when our son came around the corner, he looked
dragging behind him.
and he looked so miserable. I'm like, oh man, if I had a camera on me right now.
I'm a former horse owner, actually, so yeah, I lived the life. But my takeaway was this. Yeah. I mean, it was okay to ride him when I saddle up, had a blue roan quarter horse named Gus.
Oh, wow.
But it always occurred to me, afterwards, the work with the grooming him out and the saddling and the bridles and the bits and blah, 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 blah. I was like, my truck does whatever I want it to do.
And it's like 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, all you got to do is put gas in it, fire it up, and hit the pedal. So, yeah, but it is very cool to do. Some great Americans have found lots of joy on horseback. Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, Jack London, Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Big horse guy. So, yeah, hey, guys,
Manly men.
If you've never
Horse
done
it up.
it, there are ways to do it, especially South Dakota, man. You just walk around. Horses running around everywhere.
I
Just
drove
grab
by.
one.
I drove by Brandon
everywhere.
McDonald's one day. I actually did snap a photo of this. Drove by the McDonald's in Brandon. When we lived in Brandon, I was on my way out of town. Drove by the McDonald's, and there were 3 horses standing out front. I actually circled around and went back and snapped a photo of that because that's not something you see every day.
Well, here's the deal, especially, rurally, which isn't hard to hit outside the Sioux Falls city limits. I owned a bar in Hartford, South Dakota from 03 to 06. And behind the bar, there was a hitching post. And it was nothing to see a couple horses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just tied up out there. Boys come in and whatever. And
I saw somebody riding a horse through a drive-through one time. I did.
No kidding. In Sioux Falls, or where was that?
In Sioux Falls.
Nice.
Do it. Get out there. Get it done. Man up, man.
Now I want to get a horse.
Of course you do.
I just want to be a man, Dan. That's all I want. I got some water cooler talk to get to, and we have entertainment news of the day. It's all on the way. Thank you for listening on this very chilly Wednesday morning right here on Sunny 93.3.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris
You heard it on your Walkman radio?
on Sunny 93.3.
Time now for water cooler talk, brought to you by Aqua One, and we have Dan Farris standing by with our water cooler talk today.
It's more like ice cooler talk.
Hey, in middle school, Mr. DeBoer was my science teacher in 7th grade, and he thought that I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, really?
Because I was not. And he said,
Really?
He said, Mr. Small, can you answer that? I was like, of course I can. And he said, tell me, what is hard water? And I said, that's very easy, Mr. DeBoer. That's ice. And the entire room laughed, and I got in trouble.
See, there you go.
Hard water. It's ice. Yes, that's the answer.
Coldest cities in the United States of America, because that's all anybody's talking about.
It's kind of a big deal, especially when you're frozen to your sofa. So if it's kind of cold.
I mean, I
absolutely hate this. I'm not even going to lie.
Don't spend any time outside unless you have to, and if you have to, don't spend much time outside.
I want to go back to Vegas, boys. What are we doing?
We owned Vegas. We owned Las Vegas.
Vegas misses us too, Heidi.
Huge. We left a huge gap in Vegas.
If you missed all of that, you can listen to the podcast version on our Facebook or on our website, sunnyradio.com.
South Dakota does okay on this list. Of course, there's a top 50. I just picked the top 10. Huron, South Dakota, the 10th coldest year after year city in America.
My hometown, Huron, South Dakota.
That's what it says. Yep.
No kidding.
Bismarck, North Dakota, followed by St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
St. Cloud, Minnesota is also one of the drunkest cities. Huge party town. Number 6, Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Wow, we're hitting the list here, South Dakota.
We are. Number 5, Duluth, Minnesota.
Okay.
Fargo, North Dakota is ranked at the 4th coldest city in the nation. Williston, North Dakota at number 3. Grand Forks, North Dakota at number 2. And then we jump all the way over to Alaska, which I think would have the entire top 10, but no, Fairbanks is at number 1.
So the coldest place is in Alaska. The rest are in the upper Midwest.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of Nebraska listings in the top 50, but at number 11...
Yeah.
Number 11, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah,
really?
I'm going to go back to looking at houses in the South.
Here we go.
She says this all the time. We could do this show from anywhere. Why are we doing it here? Here's why. Because we love this town. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing area. The whole area is awesome. It has to be. Otherwise, we would have all left by now. I mean, we would all leave.
Hey, I've got a daughter and grandkids in Florida.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, gee, Dad, why don't you move here? And I'm like, well, let's see, Florida, is there a shortage of crazy old guys there? Not really, no. So.
He's contributing to our society. We don't have nearly enough crazy old guys here.
But it gets tempting.
Yeah, he's a big fish in a
small
pot.
It makes kind of a big deal like that. This has been Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. We have our entertainment news of the day coming your way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3. Stay warm out there.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris
What is that thing you're doing?
It's technical. It's one of our little toys.
on Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you so much for listening. It's time for entertainment news of the day with Dan Farris.
This is just a little bit unusual. Did you guys ever go to theaters and catch Black Panther last year?
I did not.
No.
And it's not that I didn't want to see it. I just never had time to do it.
Okay,
so.
well, I did not know this. It was the highest grossing movie in the U.S. last year.
Really?
It did really
thing
well.
was a monster.
Broke a lot of box office records.
It's also the first superhero movie nominated for Best Picture with the Oscars. I did not. No.
I know a lot of people that did. And
I'm not a superhero movie fan.
So Heidi's
Other than
favorite,
Deadpool.
I'll say her favorite was Deadpool. Did you like Deadpool too?
No,
I didn't think
much.
I think we went in expecting another Deadpool, and then I was like, this ain't as good.
Yeah.
So
are they doing kind of an unusual push here from Disney? And I didn't know Disney did it either, but Disney were the folks who came up with Black Panther. In celebration of this, that, and the other thing, they're going to be running that movie absolutely free in 250 theaters across the country.
Oh, wow.
Through the first week and a half of February, just to celebrate, apparently.
That's really cool. And that's nice. Now, maybe we'll go see it.
Yeah. Maybe. And also, because Black Panther, the character is a black man, ta-da, Disney has also announced that they're donating $1.5 million a grant to the United Negro College Fund, who, as far as I know, are the only people left in the universe who can use the term Negro.
Yeah. Because you don't see that on anything else. I don't know what else you would call it, though. So, but that's cool. I think that's really neat. So, kind of out of left field question here. They're going to show Black Panther. Are they going to show Pink Panther, too? Because I did watch that.
So, I loved those.
Two different things?
I loved every one of those movies.
Yeah, they're similar, John.
Well, here's the thing.
Peter Sellers
is
brilliant.
I love Steve Martin, but he was no Peter Sellers.
No.
And it was still good. It was still funny, but I just really miss Peter Sellers.
Yeah, Peter Sellers was brilliant.
So now that we connected Black Panther to Pink Panther, my job here is done. Speaking of entertainment news, big thank you to everybody who came out to see Deary over the weekend for the world premiere.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a fun night.
It was so much fun. And we had a chance to hear from some of the people who saw it, and I recorded some video footage. I threw that on Facebook yesterday since it was so cold out and all. So you can actually see some video footage of actual people who saw the actual movie and what they thought of it. Some of it's even good.
It was a fun time.
I thought it was really fun.
Right.
So big thank you to everybody that came out and helped make history with us in the world premiere. And it'll be available online somewhere, someday, somehow. I don't know when, but when we do know all of those things, we'll let you know. I do know it's going to be at a film festival in Winnipeg, Canada, February the 9th. So if you happen to live in Winnipeg, you can go and check that out. We were talking about going. I don't know if we're going to go or not.
What month is that?
February 9th.
Oh, yeah, Canada? No. The answer is no.
Apparently it's warmer than it is here.
Yeah.
We're all over the place on the freezing cold areas of the world.
Coldest places. Here. You need to go somewhere else. All right.
Anywhere else. You'll
Dan,
be warmer.
Thank you for joining us for our bonus hour. This has been Entertainment News of the Day with Dan Farris during the John and Heidi Show bonus hour right here on Sunny 93.3.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
By the way, why are we wearing bras on our heads?
On Sunny 93.3.